And we are live. How are y'all doing today, this fine Wednesday afternoon? It is.
I am I am stressed, but when it's all said and done, it's all gonna be worth it.
Yep,
Yay!
yep. Remember, any day you wake up's a blessing, and a
Yep.
bad day is a double blessing because that bad day shows you how to appreciate your good days.
Well,
Now, before we get
the way I see it, if you're having a bad day, that means you did something right the day before, and the devil hates you.
that's true, that's
Rainbow.
true. All right, we're going to go ahead and do introductions right quick. First up, since he was the first one to arrive after I set everything up, is Casey. Casey, tell everybody about yourself.
Well, hello everyone. I am Casey of Casey Creepy Creations, and for right now, I am. Well, you can see that I'm currently outside my tomb, but in a moment or two, I will be sitting near the fire. Which, of course, if Richard requires it, I will light for him at
They,
at no at no charge. I might add. I do have one question for you, Richard.
yep, yep.
Okay, you say every day you wake up is a good day. Well,
Hmm.
then what happens to me if, as you can see, I'm kind of half dead anyway? So, what does that actually mean?
Well, a good day is a good day, and a bad day is also a good day. It's just one of those days, you know. It's a
Okay,
day that ends with a Y. Come on.
I'll accept that. I'll accept that. Okay.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to send a link out to somebody. Let's see, where is Carlos on? I forgot to send one to Carlos. Oh shoot, I don't have Carlos on my DMs anymore. Oh shoot. Can you guys uh can Crazy or Alice send one to Carlos? Yeesh.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. All right. Next up is Wavo. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself today as co-host. Come on.
Hey, everybody knows me by this point. I'm a huge dork.
But you're our dork.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we're here to
Or
have
as
fun.
Theta put it last night, I'm a nerd.
I loved it.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, I still can't get over the fact that Carradine passed away. I mean, dang, Revenge of the Nerds is just not going to be the same without him. Oh man, this year has been hitting pretty dang hard, pretty dang fast. I'm telling you. Now, up next is our co-host, Crazy Horse, and Alice of the Hole. Say hello to everybody, Crazy and Alice.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, who's got the oats?
I've got some right here.
I, am- I hope everybody is having a wonderfully blessed day today. I really am. Tonight, we've got a pretty straight up, simple little little show tonight. I mean, we've got some good news, some better news, okay news, and oh god, that's sad news. Okay, our good news is Iger is out as Disney CEO, being replaced by Amakio or Dimachio, whatever the heck his name is. Iger's out. That's what I'm happy about.
Yeah,
That means
you call it good news, but is it really good news when we all know that nothing's going to change?
well, I do have some hope here because I've got a lot of friends that work at the Walt Disney World and the resorts side of it, and this dude was the one who ran the parks and the resorts, and
Well,
they talk about his walkthroughs that he used to do, and that he would talk to the everyday employees and the people who actually clean people's rooms and actually listen to them and would implement stuff that they would recommend. Because I'm sorry, when I grew up as a little kid, Dad was the main groundskeeper at a golf course and resort that was called Fairfield Country Club in the mountains up there in Lake Lure. That's still up there. I just don't know what they call it now. Uh, So yeah, I've got a soft spot in my heart for people like that actually have worked amongst those that interact with the employees and the employees who have the direct interactions with the people that they're supposed to be entertaining and trying to make their experiences better. So I do have a little bit of hope. I'm not holding my breath, but I have some hope. I have a sliver of hope that I'm looking at going, please God, let this happen. Because Disney used to be it used to be a champion for family friendly entertainment. And while they were not blatantly religious, they did have a lot of Christian friendly entertainment out there, which is one of the reasons why I really do think that the crazies wanted to destroy it as much as they have. Because if you put it into a good versus evil mindset, evil got their toe and nose into under the tent and got in there and have been doing nothing but purposely sabotaging the entire industry. So I'm not holding my breath, but I do have a little bit of hope, especially after what's going on over at Pixar, and that news alone coming out of Pixar is really got my heart flying. Going, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. In terms of Disney, though, I have to do this, and I really wish DBK were here for this because I wanted to have him make an audio cut of this. I'll believe it when I see it. I think it's all a load of crap.
Hey, I totally agree, man. All right, Siggy. You're gonna make me break out the spray bottle.
Let Siggy have this one. Let Siggy have this one. I'm giving him a pass on this one.
You're feeling very generous tonight.
All right, we'll let you have this one, Siggy. We won't break out the spray bottle. Besides, Kraken's over here, and if I break out the spray bottle, he'll take off running.
Well, all I can say is though you only get one, and this is it.
Yep.
Now, for those of you wondering why I say I don't want to make Kraken freak out right now, hold on, and I'll show you why.
Get out of here! Get out of here, cat ass! It's a cat astrophy.
I like it.
You got to dance for everybody? Let's dance. Come on, do it.
Oh God, I'm not even saying it.
Richard's playing with his pussy. Richard's playing with the pussy.
Thank you, Alice.
You do staying alive. Come on, let's do staying alive. Let's do it. Come on, you can do it. No, you don't want to do it.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
And you know that,
come on. He said no.
Hell to the nah.
And you know the best part of all that? The best part of all that is if you do staying alive and he makes a mistake, he still got 8 other chances.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the news coming out of Pixar has got me really happy. I mean, what the guy said just was like really chef's kiss. We've also got a Roblox update that Huevo posted and said, "Hey, we got an awesome update coming. Somebody's getting fired." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And we've also got the fact that THOTs all across the world are currently in mourning since the owner and founder dude of OnlyFans passed away at the age of 43. So yes, we've got that to talk about today. Those are our big news stories, though I have been told that we do have a few other news stories that we will be discussing in between. So I hope everybody is ready for a nice little chat around the fire and having a good time with it. I want us to have some fun since last week was so heavy and it got postponed to Friday because of all the health issues and the drama with Social Security, which basically before we got started in backstage, me and Casey were talking about doing a deep dive on how disability is handled, so both Social Security and VA. I might see if I can get a hold of some of my veteran friends who are also going through the VA crap and have them come in and do a panel where we discuss it, because this is some really messed up stuff. It's
Well, Richard, can I say one thing? What really upsets me is, okay, you know what? I admit it.
all right. I don't know who this Audrey person is. You do realize that he was found not guilty and they got rid of all of the felonies by saying it was bullshit. So yeah, you're full of it.
It's a troll.
Where did that come from, though?
That's-
I'm not in live chat. Sorry.
No, that's a troll.
So
No,
please,
hang on.
if you're gonna
Hang
be-
on. Let me pull up. Yeah. Stuff like that. I've learned to not give it attention.
Well, it's people like that are full of shit, and
Oh,
they need to.
Hey, Jay.
JJ.
Hey, Sci-Fi Nation. It's when
That's
people like that show up and push lies that are so blatantly lies. It pisses me off because, like I said, all those convictions were tossed out because they were done in a kangaroo court, and a higher court realized that and tossed that shit out. So, Audrey, whatever the hell your name is, fuck off. I'm sick and tired of people like you spewing lies and causing the division that has literally caused so many good, honest people in this country to lose their ever-loving minds thanks to irrational hatreds that have overwhelmed their rational minds and their basic common human decency. It's people like you that are destroying this country and destroying the Western world, and won't be happy until everybody is dead. So, bugger off. Now then, let's get back to the good stuff. So, the fact that Iger is finally out and Josh DiMaggio is in or DeMace, how do I say that?
I think it's DeMarco.
DeMarco. Okay. You guys know I have a hard time speechifying and just saying, well, American words, So everybody knows that. But yeah, the Mario or whatever the heck his name is, the guy. Like I said, I've heard good things from the people who have worked under him, so I do have some hope. The dude's all about the making sure that the customer is getting a good product, getting what they want, and thus that's how he sees we're getting money.
Well, I just hope that they'll give him some assistance as far as running some of the executive stuff, because I still say there's a real difference between being on the ground where he may be used to being and being up in the C-suite, because there's a lot more stuff that goes on in the C-suite.
True, but my hope is the fact that he does listen to the little guys that's out there. Hey Tony, what's up? Oh, he's working on a Snake Mountain video news thing. Oh, so sweet. See, my thing is, if you have a good working relationship with the everyday employee, and you listen to what they say, that means he has heard from people who have been like, I can't speak my mind at work because I'm afraid they're going to try to cancel me or get me fired. And that's one of the biggest problems that Iger has caused there at Disney, because of all the biggest complaints that my friends that have worked at Disney for decades have talked about is how they used to be able to have honest conversations and debates with their co-employees who had different political ideologies and not be afraid of somebody ratting them out to HR or making false accusations and things of this nature. And if you've got these types of connections with your lower employees who are giving you this information, it also means you know who the toxic employees are, and you can. It makes it easier for you to get rid of them. And in all honesty, if I was in his place, that would be one of my first things to do, is to basically tell HR, I want to get rid of people making this a hostile work environment.
Mm.
Because that's the biggest thing that needs to be fixed at every major company in America and in the West, is to get rid of the toxicity that DEI has created. It's why I say that DEI needs to be gotten rid of and replaced with truth, integrity, and responsibility tier. Because those three things, you tell the truth, you act with integrity, and you take responsibility for what you've done. Those three ideals will fix any problem. And like Siggy says, that is a meritocracy. We need that back in corporate parlance again. And if you have truth, integrity, and responsibility, you automatically get diversity, because you're going for the best people for the job. And FKHC says, Fireside Chat,
Kim.
Hi, Kim.
who's running this FDR? How you doing, Bubba?
I don't see FKHC too often outside of Xanadu anymore. It's nice to see him around.
Yep.
He hung out on days last night.
Oh, sweet.
It must have
It
ducked out
was before you got there. Sorry.
Well, I wasn't able to do theta because I was unconscious at the time. I hate to admit this, but I've been doing a whole lot of sleeping lately because of the antibiotics and everything. So I've been sleeping a lot. And on the upside, my messed up swollen foot is not as bad as it was. And I do have an appointment with the nurse on telehealth on Friday, and hopefully she'll be able to help figure out why it's still partially swollen and it still hurts like hell. Because when I went for the MRIs and everything, oh boy, that was a pain in the butt. But anywho, oh yeah, he's got Zachary has a new PlayStation 5 Pro. So is that going really good?
Well, fun fact I learned about the PS5 Pro. The PS5 Pro is literally a PS5 with just a little bit of extra memory. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I was
not worth it at all in my mind.
I was trying to see if I could find him the external hard drive thing to attach to it to help with it, and it's like, yeah,
yeah, something like that. Something like that would have definitely made it worth it.
Yeah. So yeah, he's saying it's a lot better than the one he had, which I think he said it got broke.
Ooh.
It's not a little bit of extra memory. It's more than twice the amount. And I also found the performance to be much better. Oh, sweet. But yeah, his old one, something happened to it. But no, I mean, the fact that what was the name of that movie, Ilias or Elio or whatever the heck it was that they were going to put out for Pixar that caused everybody to lose their ever loving minds because they stripped out a whole bunch of the LGBT stuff. Let's see, where did I put you? Because I've got that news story somewhere.
Hey, just for my own edification, was that the one where the animation was so bad too that they had aliens that looked just like rocks?
I think so. Yeah,
I don't know about rocks, but I see a slug in there.
Yeah, it was. Can you put that picture up and I'll share it?
I mean, what I'm saying, Wavo, is that the characters themselves look like something that somebody who's about with the artistic ability of a preschooler could have made it.
That's possible.
Sig Valderson said the Old Republic. It was the Old Republic who had a character that was a literal rock.
Well, no, I literally saw something when I saw things for Elio that looked like it was.
Yeah, let me pull up the article. I actually have the article right here. Hang on a second.
All right, cool.
Right here.
Yeah. Okay, it's not a rock, but that was what I was thinking of.
More like a sock puppet on a stick.
Okay, yeah. You know what kind of reminds me of now that I'm really looking at it is, you remember the old McDonald's commercial when they had the Happy Meal and they had the shake?
Oh yeah, that stupid dancing Happy Meal thing that replaced Ronald McDonald. That was so stupid.
Yeah, and that kind of reminds me of the shake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milkshake brings the boys to the yard, and them right. I'm better than yours.
Well, this one, Ellis, would definitely not be better than yours.
Okay, just checking.
Now, the whole thing that this guy made the statement that is just so awesome is the fact we're here to make movies, not spend hundreds of millions of dollars on therapy for the creators. And that makes me go, because it boils down to the basics. You're here to entertain people. Hey, I get it. You did not have a good childhood. I understand that. And I'm sorry. I wished I could have been your parent and helped you through that shit.
Yeah.
Because to me, the most important thing a person can be is a parent. When you are a parent, you have the future in your hands. And you've got to do it. And you got to be careful. You got to make sure you're doing it right. You got to make sure that kid that you're raising is going to be a well-balanced human being.
Yep.
And it frustrates me.
And Pete Docter, who is the chief creative officer at Pixar, did an interview with the Wall Street Journal where he came flat out and, like Richard said, we're making a movie, not hundreds of millions of dollars of therapy.
Yep.
And by the time they cut all of the woke and gay and trans crap out of the script and out of the plot, and by the time they cut all that out, there was literally no plot left in the whole movie because the writer had put so much in it that there was no room left for anything else.
And didn't she openly admit to doing that too?
Yes,
that it wasn't even like, I snuck it in there. It was I threw it in every chance I could get. I made this woke. I made that woke.
Yeah, and that was the reason why the original director, this Adrian Manola, quit. was because they cut all that shit out. And the
Aw.
reason why the movie did not make no damn sense, it had no plot, was that when they cut out the woke and all the LGBTQ, MNOP, XYZ stuff into it, and
Yep.
I'm sorry, guys.
And the fun part about it is, the article says here, quote, despite the clever premise, Wall Street Journal reports that the film tested poorly in early screenings, with most audiences saying they wouldn't pay to see it in theaters.
Mm-hmm. And so
says in response, Doctor ordered a complete overhaul of the film, even though a significant chunk of the animation was complete. The overhaul led to, as Richard just pointed out, the exit of the film's original director, Adrian Molina.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys. Like I've said many a times, I've had family members that were on the LGBT. My aunt she came out in the late 70s, early 80s, in the deep, deep South. I'm talking South Carolina, okay, an area of South Carolina where you come out as a lesbian and you leave your husband and your kids to go be a lesbian at that point in time, and then turn around and kill your lesbian lover because she was going to go and kill her son, and you said, and you were trying to protect him, and you spend time in jail. So yes, we went through hell, and my family pushing to make sure that people that were lesbian and gay and bi could live their lives to the fullest extent that they could and have the same rights that everybody else did. When this is an overcompensation, and it's causing a major backlash against that community. It's one of the reasons why there's so many lesbians and gays and bisexuals who want a divorce from the T's. And that upsets me because I've known some trans people in my life. I love them dearly. But I also know people who have been misdiagnosed, and I've lost them because they were misdiagnosed. They went through all this stuff, and then when they realized, oh my God, I'm not actually this, and then they ended themselves. It broke me. Okay, so that was the whole reason why you had all the therapy to go through to make sure that these people, before they even started cutting into their bodies, were actually trans people, because there are misdiagnoses, and the misdiagnoses happen more often than anybody wants it to be, because it is such a tightrope and a maze to get through to make sure that that person is actually in the wrong body. Okay? I love these people, and I don't want to see anybody misdiagnosed and that misdiagnosis destroying a life. Okay? Stop accusing me of being a phobe when I'm coming at this from a place of love and compassion and care. I'm tired of being treated like something I'm not. Okay? It frustrates me. It really does, because to me, that's not who I am. That's who I've never been. It's just wrong.
Well, Richard, you got to understand something. The people that are telling you that don't know you. They don't want to know you. They go out and they see somebody from your neck of the woods, and they're ready to jump all over it because they're so narrow-minded that they don't take the time to see what a person really is, and that in a nutshell boils down to the entire problem right there. when people are misdiagnosed, it's because they don't take the time to know who they really are. And the people who actually come at you or me because of something we say, it's because they don't want to take the time to know who you are. They don't want to know who we are as people.
Yep.
It's easier to condemn somebody you don't know and score a bunch of supposed virtue points with your pajama wearing buddies on the internet.
Hey, now, don't talk about me wearing my pajamas.
Oh no. Wait.
Because I
Oh,
wear pajamas, man. I wear pajamas.
Richard, you know what I mean. You know the
Yeah,
kind
I
of
do.
you know the kind of pajama wearing people I mean. The
I
ones
know.
that the
But
ones that
I've got to make a joke or I'm going to cry. You know that.
I know.
But I'm looking at this stuff and I'm looking at uh, the backlash that's coming, and it's scaring me that all of the all of the stuff that we fought for decades is about to get wiped away, all because of activists that pushed so far that they're now going after children, and that's what's getting me. You know, you can do whatever you want as long as you're not messing with kids and animals. Okay, that's my hard line. You don't go after the kids and you don't go after animals because neither of them can give consent. Now, when it comes to children, I also mean those adults with the mentality of a child that are unable to give informed consent because their minds haven't fully developed. If you understand what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
people with mental and emotional issues to where they've not matured, they've not turned into adults. They might have an adult body, but where it counts, they're still a child, and that's the problem. Well, because I've known some kids that were well underage that were extremely mature, and I mean, heck, y'all know my sister, the rabid spider monkey, when she comes on here. We were joking before I started this up about the fact she started working at the age of 12 and she had three side hustles by the time she was 16. She worked as shoveling horse poop at a horse farm. She worked at a pizza place making pizzas. And she started off first at Winn Dixie and then bagging groceries, and then started work and then moved over to uh, the Food Lion, where at the age of 16 as a bookkeeper. Okay, those were the three side hustles she was doing while she was in high school. Let that sink in. That was my little sister. Okay, all because she wanted to have a whole bunch of pets. And dad looked at her and says, well, if you want all these pets, you're going to have to start paying for the food and the veterinary bill. And so, Laura Jane, what did she do? She went and found herself some jobs so she could be able to do it. And that was, I mean, you got to respect the hustle, you know?
You do.
And to me, that was one of the biggest lessons our family learned. If you want something, you got to go out there and earn it. And so many of these people, so many kids today just expect things to be handed to them. It's why I keep saying a bad day is a double blessing for a reason. Okay. A, a bad day shows you how to appreciate your good days because so many people of the current generation expect the good to just be handed to them, that they don't have to work for it. And this is one of those things that me and my sisters talk about and how frustrating it is. In fact, my niece, she turns 16 later this year. And I said, all right, you got to make sure you let me know when the talk's coming so I can bring the camera over to film it. And RJ was like, what do you mean? Well, when you tell Zobug she's got to go find 3 jobs after she turns 16, I want to be there to film it. Just so I can get the look on her face when she tells you, are you fucking high? 3 jobs. Hey, your mama got 3 jobs when she was 12. She gave you 4 years before telling you got to go get a job. Oh, God. And the funny thing is she did that with Logan because Logan got him a job when he turned 18. And he now works with his dad at Iron Horse Motorcycles, working in their supply room. He actually does work in their supply room, and he handles shipping and their shipping and everything. It's awesome. And he's also started college, so he's got his side hustle, and he's going to college full time. So we're proud of that. But and Dustin, he's also an industrious little dude. He does during the summer months. He works for a landscaping service that's run by a friend of the family, and he also helps take care of his other his Mama Whitley, and I think he's doing pretty good with the issues that he's got. So yeah, he also is. He's the reason why I was talking about the how messed up it is having a living trust can really mess up people with Social Security disability, because when his Papa Whitley passed away, they had a life insurance policy on him, and part of his life insurance policy, he wanted to set it up to have a trust for Dustin to help Dustin after something, if anything happened to my sister and brother-in-law, to make sure he'd be well taken care of. And everybody was like going, no, don't do that. It'll mess up his everything else that he's got going on. So they're trying to figure out what they can do to help him out, because he can't even own a car. He can own nothing more worth more than $2,000, or they'll strip him of everything, including his Medicaid and Medicare.
Yikes.
Yeah, like I said, this is one of the reasons why Casey and I are going to do a deep dive on this stuff. I don't know if it'll be here on YouTube or a Rumble exclusive or not.
I don't care, but I would advise anybody in advance who is concerned about this, wants to know about this, or knows anybody that's in this situation when we finally do it, get over and take a look, because there's so much there are so many weird things that go on that nobody knows about, and they just get away with it.
Yep. Like I said, unelected, unaccountable bureaucrats completely destroy your life without no problems.
Yeah, and they seem like they enjoy it.
Yep. I mean, that spending a whole fracking day all because they didn't want to return a phone calls. That just, oh God, that still upsets the heck out of me. But let's go ahead and move on and get back on target. But like I said, with what's happening with Pixar is giving me hope, and the news that we've got out of Lucasfilm, we're still getting some iffy stuff coming out, because they're talking about the Grogu and Mando movie isn't looking like it's going to do so hot. But then again, it still has Kathleen Kennedy's hooks was still in it while they were filming it, so I'm not holding my breath on that one. But I do I do hope that something good's going to be coming out of this stuff soon. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully so we can get to the Ren and Stimpy Happy Happy Joy Joy song when it does.
Yay!
Oh
Happy,
God,
happy,
yes.
joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy.
That's definitely going to be a big one, man. If they can get Disney back to where it used to be, get Pixar back to where it used to be, get Lucasfilm back to where it used to be, get Marvel back to where it used to be, the world would a happy happy joy joy song is a definite thing going. All right, next up we got Wavo to give us a Roblox update. Since you are our resident Roblox expert who plays it daily with his girlfriend.
Yep, I've been waiting for a Roblox update for a while, and I've been sitting on this information for a bit because I haven't really seen anything substantial about it in any major publications or anything. But I'm hearing enough about it now that I'm comfortable with presenting it as a rumor.
Yes.
An unverified rumor. So, David Baszucki, who is the CEO of Roblox. Let me dig up the actual name of the other guy here. Let's see, where are you at? Okay. David Baszucki, the CEO of Roblox, the rumor is that he is purportedly considering firing the chief safety officer, Matt Kaufman, because according to rumor, Matt Kaufman is the one who has been pushing all of these updates and the things that are destroying Roblox.
Wasn't he also the dude that says, let's just ban people so they'll have to go through the process of getting a whole new thing and then spending more money for the Roblox or bucks or whatever the heck it was?
The very same. This is also the same guy who pushed the update about not being able to talk in chat and having different age groups in chat and all that. And because David Baszucki is the face of Roblox, he's the one that kept getting everyone's hate. Where, according to the rumor, Matt Kaufman is the one who has actually been responsible for all this.
Oh, shoot.
And
so all this time people were blaming Gazuki for all the stuff this other dude's doing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said, Gazuki.
And reportedly, David Baszucki is finally in talks of firing the guy.
No, that's good.
Siggy's starting Chippy up.
Yep. Get Siggy or get Chippy ready. Once Matt Kaufman's been fired, Chippy's gonna need some food.
Oh yeah,
Chippy loves Chip. You know Chippy loves them. Chippy loves them freshly roasted.
Oh yeah, he does. Chippy, as Chippy is fond of saying, "Oh, me so hungry."
Oh boy, I better run. Hungry. Chippy's out.
Yep, me so hungry. Yum yum.
Oh
eat
boy.
Yum yum. Eat them up. And yes, he does want to have a talk with you, there, Crazy. After all,
I see that mouth is wide open.
Yep. You got some explaining to do. You better explain it good. Oh, Chippy.
I feel so sorry for him. He barely gets anything to eat. I had to go down by the graveyard and see if we got any nice, dead petrified trees, anything like that.
But like I said, we got some pretty good stuff going. So yeah. I'm just looking at some of the stuff that's been going down. And, this is some really messed up shit. And this dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's just. But on the side note, we do have, that is some really good news. I mean, damn. Let's see. If anyone has to explain themselves to the wood chipper, it's you for literally pre-ordering my mother. Hey, she's the one that hit on me. Okay.
If anything, she pre-ordered him.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm still in shock. That I mean, this dude is the. I know, she was, and she offered me candy, and I said no.
Oh boy!
And it took her 15 years to get me. So go get it, okay? Dang it! Should never have told him the truth about that. But it was too funny, and it was insane, and it was wild, and it's like, holy shit, that was you. And she was like, holy shit, that was you. And her mom and her aunt said, holy shit, that was you. Oh man. Yes, it was grooming, but on her part, she's the one that had the white little van and the candy trying to get me into it. Get it right. Get it right.
And the story just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
Can we move? Can we move on before this turns into a legitimately hostile moment?
Richard, do I have to start looking for your face at a milk carton or something, son?
No. See, I was trying to hit on Miss Sharon and her sister. Because back then I really liked older ladies, but that's beside the point. But anyway, let's move on. Oh God, because I'm yeah, that's
God.
Anyway, I am still in shock about Gazuki and the fact that we all thought he was the one who did that shit, and it turns out it was this other dude. And I'm like, damn, that's some bitch. Go figure. It's okay, son. It's okay. But we can get it. But anywho, who was the dumbass that was making it so hard for the what's his name that was going after all the predators?
Schlep.
That's it, Schlep. The guy that made that banned Schlep.
That was never publicized.
Because that dude, whoever was responsible for that, they need to publicize who it was and break out the sledgehammer for the PP slap. Because that right there is one of those things to where it needs to come out. That's not one of those things you want to hide behind the corporation does not want to hide the person who pulled that off. Because that person has really caused a big PR nightmare for that company. And I no, thank you. Zach is saying it was the CEO of Roblox who did that. Is that Gazuki?
David Bazuki. To my knowledge, that was never confirmed.
All right.
As far as the information I have, it was not David Baszucki specifically, but Roblox in general.
All right. Because that's
And
one of the
I'm inclined to blame Matt Kaufman because Matt Kaufman is the chief safety officer.
So that's the dude whose job was to make sure that the PDFs weren't getting in there and messing with all these little kids, right?
Yes.
Okay. Switch out the sledgehammer for Casey's sickle to do the PP slap. You up for it, Casey? Get ready to go do some PP slaps. All right. Now, what do we know is going to end up happening here if they do fire this chucklehead? Do they have somebody that will come in and try to fix it, or are they just going to leave the policies the way they are right now? You there, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Run the question by me again.
All right. Do they have any idea who's going to be taking this chucklehead's place?
No.
All right.
And again, as far as I know, everything about this so far is just rumor. No official statements or anything has been made.
All right.
And though Zach does give a good point in the chat. He says it doesn't matter. He still sent a cease and desist to the guy. That is a very good point.
Yes, and Siggy also says in an interview, Hard Fork Podcast, Bazuski was asked about predators on Roblox. And wasn't that where he was basically, he blew it off?
Yes.
All right, yeah, that, people like that just drive me nuts, man. If you're doing something that's got a lot of kids around it, oh man.
Just turn the heat
All right. He responded by framing the issue as not just a problem, but also as an opportunity, specifically the opportunity to let young people build, communicate, and hang out together while building the future of communication. You can do that, but protect them from the PDF files that was there preying on them. You can have both. But letting these kids be able to have their communications without that kind of crap of people going after these little kids, man. Oh God, you're making me mad. Making me mad.
Breathe, Richard. Breathe.
I'm upset. I'm so upset about some of these chuckleheads, man. All right. We also have thoughts all over the world are crying right now because Leo Radvinsky is dead at the age of 43. Those of you who do not know who Leo Radvinsky is, that's the guy that owns OnlyFans. Yeah, OnlyFans, dude. He passed away. So thoughts all over are probably donning their black thongs and going in the morning. Yep.
Vibrators in solidarity.
Yep. They're holding up their
green dildos flying out on the courts.
Yep. It's they're so how are all these women going to be able to make their money just like they always have? See, my thing about OnlyFans.
Wait, back page?
Well, there goes my OnlyFans feed
Oh, right,
account.
they did away with that.
Only feet, huh?
Yeah, that was my backup plan if this shit next month goes south at work.
Oh
Hey,
well.
who needs OnlyFans when you could do your own thing?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I'm gonna put it. This is how I feel about OnlyFans. Okay, guys. OnlyFans is proof that women who say I can't find a good man is because they've put their standards too fucking high. Because I have seen some of the women that are over there on OnlyFans that aren't even you can't even classify them as a 4 on the 10-point scale. There is a dude out there who is attracted to you, ladies, that you can easily find a guy that is into you and all of your shit, all of your craziness. There is a dude out there that's into it. The problem is you've got to make sure your standards aren't too damn high. That the dude's got to be 6'6" and look like Liam Hemsworth. That's not going to happen.
Sorry, 6'6" does not mean a good heart, does not mean a great brain, and does not mean love, boys. These women need to just quit and realize nerd love rules and give in.
Yeah, and this is something that Casey and I was talking about.
I gotta be careful.
Okay, this is something that Casey and I was talking about. All right, before we got started today, because he showed up about an hour, 2 hours earlier than everybody else, so we were sitting here talking about one of the things that we've learned being cripples. Women can be picky bitches.
Mm.
I mean, really. I mean, before I was a cripple, I was not that bad of a looking dude. I had women that got interested. Had to deal with the green-eyed monster popping up every now and again, which is 99.999999999% of the fights I ever had with my ex-wife was her saying that she was afraid some other woman was going to try to steal me away from her. I am glad I don't have my camera on right now, so y'all cannot see the look of complete and utter devastation on me, because I'm like, why? I don't want anybody but you. You're my wife. I'm extremely loyal. But that was what always caused fights. And for some reason, after I got crippled, I tried dating. I really did. I went on dates. Big time. And every time I'd go on a date, I would watch as this woman would get interested in me and my interest, my art, the fact that I didn't allow the fact that I had been crippled bring me down. And then it was time to call it a night and get ready to head out. Then it was time for me to stand up, and the wait staff would be bringing me my crutches and help me stand up thanks to my braces on my legs and my back. I would watch the past 2 hours of interest disappear from her eyes as if it had never existed. Never. Like it had never been there. And after 10 times of that, and each time it hurt even worse, because each time it's like, oh, this is going good. This is going good. This is going good. She's interested. Oh, she's really interested. and then watch it die like it never happened. So, ladies, yes, OnlyFans to me is proof that you can find somebody that's into you. At any of your craziness, there is somebody out there for it. You just got to be able to accept the fact they might not fit all of your standards. And that sadly is all on you. Because there are some things we don't have control over, i.e., we have no control over what we look like. We have no control over the fact if we're a disabled person. We have no control over the fact, the color of our skin, or how tall we are, or any of that shit. So yeah, it's frustrating. And Zachary says, just go to the nursing homes. Ain't like they got any better choices.
I mean, where's the lie?
There's no lie there. That's true. Problem is, the one time I actually looked into going to a nursing home, I was told I would most definitely be the youngest person there. And I was like, what? Because when I was at the hospital, at the VA hospital, relearning how to walk, I was the youngest person. The only people there that were younger than me were employees at the hospital. And they were like, yeah, you're the youngest person here. And living in a nursing home, and being the youngest person, you end up becoming the kid. Oh God! But because I've actually debated going and moving into an assisted living facility in the past. Problem is, they wouldn't let me keep my cats because they don't allow pets in most of them, and
that's why we got to play the lottery and hit it big. That way we can open up either Alice's Acres or Acres of the Whole, and then I can have everybody right here close to us. We can have their kitties. Casey can have his tomb.
Aww.
Well, one of the things, if I do win the lotto, I've already got a house picked out. It's got 12 nice big bedroom suite things in it that I'm looking at going, that's the house I want. And of course, I've got my sisters going, why do you want such a big house? Because I can tell the people I love, y'all keep saying you need a place to live. There it is. And have everybody come and move in.
Yeah, gang, think of it as Richard's Ark.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
It just definitely needs a farmhouse sink. I need a good kitchen, Richard.
Oh God, yeah, that's what I want to have right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I want a nice big kitchen right in the center of the place to where I can cook really awesome meals. We can do it as a big family type deal. You know, it's like, okay, what are y'all hungry for? I ain't got none of that. I got this. This is what we're making for dinner. And then make some dinner. You know, and have an area set up to where we can have our own little like studio, to where we can have, you know, be able to have everybody sit around a little table and just do our own shows that way, and have fun, awesome, you know, and just have art studios as well, you know, where people can just come and be themselves and live the best life that they can live and be true to themselves. That's the type of home environment I want to build. But then again, if Shrubby was here, he'd be saying, I'm sounding like a hippie.
And I love it because somebody's got to follow me around with the vegetable basket. Richard,
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if Richard can't do it, I'll fill in.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Don't forget, we know where to get chickens from now.
Oh yeah. All we got to do is contact Carlos. Carlos can hook us up with chickens, and then we can have because I've always wanted a decent setup for greenhouses and have an aquaponic setup to where you've got the fish on the bottom and then on top the vegetables.
Yeah, I love that. I've seen those. I'd really like to see what one of those are like.
And
Don't worry, Crazy can do that.
Because I have a friend of mine that has a setup like that, or he had a setup like that out west. And he showed me pictures of the tomatoes that he grew in that setup. And they were gigantic. I mean, one tomato, slice it, one slice, 2 pieces of bread and some mayonnaise. Oh my God. It covered the whole slice of bread. Just one big awesome. Ooh. Ah, it looked good. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. We're talking food again.
Thinking of the other things I can grow hydroponics too as well, and then we can make a little extra cash on the side.
Ooh.
Talk about some really nice hustles, man.
You're gonna start with a bake sale?
I'm gonna start with a bake sale, and I need a lot of taste testers.
I can
The
definitely
more you
help
eat,
there.
the more munchies you get.
Yeah, and if you're not happy, you won't care after a while.
Oh God. Come on, guys. No fighting, please.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look. I was doing my look over here, not on the screen, not on the screen.
Oh, my brother and my son are arguing right now, so yeah. But anyway, but like I said, Leo Radvinsky passed away at the age of 43, and unfortunately, so did the guy that played Xander. Dang it, I had his name, had everything pulled up. Now I can't find it. Now that's making me mad because I had it pulled up. Shit, Brandon something. Hold on. Why did I lose everything? Computers suck, man. Computers suck.
Yep.
Where did it go?
Really, you two?
You're being a pain in my butt, computer. Nicholas Brendan, that was right. His name was Nicholas Brendan. He passed away right after that they announced it. Right after we had finished Friday live stream that he had passed away, and fortunately, he passed away peacefully in his sleep. He was only 54.
Was he sick?
Yes, he had medical issues that was really, really bad. It all. Let me see how best to put it. He suffered from cardia equina syndrome, CES, because he had to undergo a spinal surgery after a fall in 2021. And he had the damage to his lower spinal cord caused all kinds of problems. It first started with a paralyzation of his rectum and his anus. Then it spread to his genitals and legs. They had to go and do another spinal surgery to try to correct it, which unfortunately caused his spinal cord to be getting punctured.
Ooh.
And then in 2022, he suffered a heart attack where they were able to diagnose him with a congenital heart defect and his health just kept progressively getting worse. And it's it was the last years of his life it was pretty bad. I can't remember his uh, there was a convention that he was at, and somebody asked him how he was doing, and they said that, "Do you guys want to know the truth?" And everybody there begged him to tell the truth, so he spent an hour telling them all of the stuff that he was going through. And the people that got to experience it said that for somebody that was as lighthearted and as happy as he was to be going through all the crap that he was going through, they felt guilty, you know, because they weren't going through a quarter of what he was going through, and yet he still was upbeat and positive. And his passing is, yeah, his passing is one of those things that made the world a little bit dimmer. And so, yeah, I'm looking at that uh, of his leaving us. You know, his pain is no longer has been alleviated, but our world is a little bit darker without him in it because he tried to maintain his humanity and an upbeat spirit that we really needed in this world. We really need this, and I just hope when my time comes, we have it. You know, I can say that when I left and my pain was finally over, I went out in such a way that left the world a better place than I found it. But anyway, uh, let's see. What else was it we were going to talk about?
Uh, let me check. Let me check our. I know there was something else I wanted to talk about. I can't think of it. Dora and OpenAI.
Yes, the open AI bit. So let's go right before that. They're closing it down, right?
Yeah, OpenAI is shutting Sora down. And as a result, Disney is pulling out of their deal with OpenAI.
Is that the one that they were allowing the uh, the AI companions based off of Disney characters?
I don't know about that.
I do. Well, I think that's the one where they're allowing people to use Disney characters, or we're allowing them to use Disney characters so that they can make their own stuff, so that they can put it on Disney.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because there was because somebody said that they could have people make it for make it using these AIs, and then they post it on Disney Plus, and then Disney get paid for it while the people who created it got nothing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like Disney.
Which is pretty much how a lot of um, fan fiction sites operate. Because the fan fiction writer and artist, they don't make no money, but the people running the site, they make money from the hits off of the site. Excuse me, guys. I'm congested at the moment. But I'm looking at this, you know, and if you do it right, that's how you can protect your IP and still be able to make money off of what other people are doing with it. Is by allowing the limited use of the IP without them making money off of it. And I just look at it like if you, the professional writers can't produce something that the fans want, let the fans produce something that they want.
Amen. I am down with that one.
Well, the only thing I've got a problem with is if fans are producing something, they gotta get something out of it.
Oh, true. Good point, Case.
And
Tony has a good point here.
I think the shift in AI validity is the reason. The Supreme Court has asked people to copyright AI made materials, and YouTube and authentic content policy is making it hard for AI slop generation.
Yeah. Well, basically what that means is anything that is made by AI can no longer be copyrighted. If it's made by AI, it is automatically public domain.
Yep. And
so if you want to use something, if you want to make something using AI, you have to make some sort of a human addition to it. You have to modify it yourself in order to be able to copyright it at all.
Yep. I was just reading on that yesterday.
Such as you write a story and then you run that story through an AI and have it animated. That's how you do it. If you're writing something and you're using the AI to help you write it, you're still the human pushing it, and thus it's copyrightable as long as you are doing the majority of the heavy lifting. And I'm just looking at this stuff, and I'm like, come on, people. It's a tool. And it frustrates me when I see people that are trying to not realize the fact it's a tool that can be misused just like any other tool. Don't blame it for what people use it for. Blame the people who are misusing the tool.
Amen.
Yeah. AI is a tool. It is a helpful tool. It was never intended to replace humans.
Yeah. Plus the fact, okay, in all honesty, what we're calling AI is not a true artificial intelligence. It's a virtual intelligence. Because AI can actually think on its own. And it can create on its own. We don't have anything that can do that. You have to teach it everything. It's like these art AIs. Okay. It studies everybody else's artwork. And then it uses that artwork that it has studied to make approximations of an artwork within that same style and that same thought process.
Why can't it just learn to put me with my legs crossed, sitting on a pair of handcuffs for off the cuff with Atlas? It is not getting my vision.
Yeah, like I said, it's not a true artificial intelligence. Like I said, it's a virtual intelligence.
And honestly, I don't think from the trouble I've had using it, I don't think we'll be there for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's still in development stage. It's one of those things that, hell, we don't even understand the human mind. Do you really think if we can't understand the human mind, we're going to be able to make an artificial one? Until we can understand how the human mind works, we can't make one. We can do everything but that. We understand the physiotherapy aspects of human locomotion and range of motion and all that. But we still have no understandings. We got a base idea of how the human mind works. But that has come from dealing with aberrant behavior and observations of aberrant behavior. We don't know how to make sure we don't create aberrant behavior yet. We just know how to deal with it. So that's my fear of AI, is where you basically take these AIs and you stick them out there in the wild and you let them become influenced by all the bad in the world, and they become monsters. You know, that's my fear of what AI can become. Because I can see that happening with regular human people. And I'm sorry, I don't want to see a machine psychopath. I really don't. I just don't.
Yeah, that was my biggest. That was one of my, and I think everyone's biggest fears when the whole AI thing started really taking off. And I think that's the reason that most of us want to see the AI bubble pop, because we don't want Skynet. We don't want to see Terminator become reality.
Exactly.
No.
There are too many movies about AI where it never ends well.
But I have to say again, those are films. Those are taking the worst possible scenarios you could possibly take. As I said, if you actually look at what AI is used for today and what it can do and what it can't, we are much further from that than people would like to admit, because the ones that are admitting that are the ones that are propagating those ideas are just trying to do it because they want to elicit fear.
And Tony says Skeletor will cover AI being defeated from Sora's Front Friday on Snake Mountain News. He also said robots need to stay in factories, not make art. True. Very true.
Yeah. I heard a quote years and years and years ago, and I fully agree with this. I want AI to do my dishes and do my laundry and take care of the house and all that, while I work on my YouTube videos and my art and do the fun stuff. I don't want AI doing the fun stuff for me and leave all the work for me to do.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's like I said, it's a tool. It's supposed to make your life better. And that to me is how all tools should be. It should be something that makes work easier to do, saves you time, and makes your life better. In the end, if a tool can't do that, you don't need it. Now, madam, I am really congested. I'm sorry, guys. If I'm sounding really funky, that's why. But I look at AI like I said, it's just a tool. You gotta be able to master a tool, keep it under control, and not let it do. But don't blame it for what the person using it, because just like any other tool, it's not good, it's not evil, it just is. And it's frustrating to see people try to blame inanimate objects for what messed up people use them for. And it just drives me nuts when I see that. It really does. It's one of my pet peeves. It really is. Because whenever you blame the object used to commit acts of evil, you're basically dismissing the act of evil committed by the person who did it. you're basically saying, oh, it's not their fault. It's the fault of this inanimate object. It's like all those jackasses back when I was Zachary's age that were using their SUVs to drive into people. SUV goes out of control and wipes out 5 or 6 people at a such and such roadside location. And I'm like, wait, what? Are you saying that the SUV just decided to start itself up and go for a ride without a driver behind the wheel? Yeah, that was a big thing back in the 90s. Y'all,
What?
are y'all old enough to remember that?
I do, and that's kind of the thing. It's about people trying to think of the most sensational way to phrase things they can.
Yep.
And today it's AI-powered robots take over the world.
Yep. Here's another one for you. I still want to do a deep dive on the Transformers, because there's some Transformers news that's been coming out that's like really freaking my ass out, because they're doing trans stuff with the Transformers, and I'm like, they're robots. Come on, they're robots. They're not.
Honestly, the whole Transformers thing has been a joke for over a decade now.
Yeah. I
Like,
know
legit,
that.
somebody made a video about it on YouTube where Megatron turned into a woman and had Optimus Prime canceled.
Yeah.
Yes, that is an actual thing, and it was hilarious.
Dear God, don't.
And I'm like, I just look at it like this, you're trying to force current day human stuff on aliens. Yeah, buddy. That just doesn't fit, they're robots. They're not male or female. They might have a male personality or a female personality, but in the end, they're still a robot that transforms into something else, or multiple something else's. Now, stop fetishizing stuff, people. Please. I've said this till I'm blue in the face. I don't care what color your skin is, what giblets you got between your legs, you wish you had between your legs, or what you want somebody else to have between their legs so they can get jiggy with you. I don't care what name you call God or if you believe in a God. All that stuff is not the most important thing about you. The most important thing about you is who you are, not what you are. That's how I judge everybody, is on who they are. Are you a good person? Do you treat me with respect? That's how I judge you. Everybody judges each other. Everybody. At some point, some way. And I'm sick of people pushing their fetishes on other people. It's like Casey and I was talking about role-playing games. I'm a cripple. If I'm going to play a role-playing game, I want to play somebody who's not a cripple. Especially if you're in a world where a magic potion can make your broken spine whole again. I'm like, hell yeah, give me that juice. I'll drink it. I'm normal again. I would live for that.
Yeah, that was my whole reason for creating Warevo in the first place. fantasy, the whole point of fantasy is to be the exact opposite of how you are in reality. I created Warevo to be powerful, to be strong, to be wise, to be well loved and respected.
Yep.
And where me growing up, I was an idiot. I was annoying. I had a lot of issues that if you guys today had known me back then, y'all would have hated me.
Well, I will say this, and I'm going to break character here for a minute, Jeff, and tell you this. All right, we may not have known you then, but we know you now. And what I can say is that I want you to understand whatever faults you may have, or whatever faults you may still think you have. I want you to know that you are still well loved and respected for who you are now.
Yeah.
That means way, way more than you think it does to me, Casey.
Aww,
That means
but he means
that
it.
means
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. I mean, let's face it, dude. I mean, I had a real suboptimal childhood. I mean, that's about the nicest way you can put it. And you probably wouldn't have liked me either as a kid if you'd have known what kind of kid I was underneath it all.
Mm.
But I learned something a long time ago. And that is, as the old saying goes, it's not where you start, it's not even where you finish, it's the journey you take along the way that establishes who you are.
Yep.
You know, what you see before you now, or what you hear before you now, am the sole product of the journey I had to take from point A to point B. And I'm still taking that journey. And I will be I think long after the point where I pass. But what I'm trying to tell you is you can't lament that you weren't the perfect person when you started, because that's what beginnings of journeys are for. And what I said, I meant you are one of the most decent people I know. I don't know who you were when you started. I don't care to know except whatever you're willing to tell me. But you are loved and respected, Jeff. And anybody that says anything different, I will personally roll over to them and shove my scythe so far up their rectum that they will be hiccuping brimstone for 3
And I
months.
ain't removing that. It can stay.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
whole new meaning to flaming hole.
You know what?
Oh, there's a Bungholier we need.
Well, one of the things that like I said, I try to keep this as lighthearted as we can. I just want us to be able to have a simple conversation. Sometimes we do get into our rants. We do get emotional here, and we are here to try to bridge a lot of gaps to get everybody to a point where we can all, like, if it comes down to it, to agree to disagree and still be friends. That to me is how this country used to be. You used to be able to have people of very differing opinions be friends, and it was pop culture that unified us. And pop culture has got to a point to where it has become so divisive because people have actually purposely made it divisive, and that's driving me nuts. I mean, I miss the days when people could get together and the biggest argument was who was the better captain, Kirk, Picard, or Cisco, or Janeway, or Archer. You know, those arguments were awesome because in the end, no matter which captain you said was the best, you liked them all.
Yeah. Nobody actually lost.
Exactly. And it's I'm not if I can't play a sport, I don't like watching it. And after I got crippled, I stopped watching sports. But at one time, I watched sports because I could actually play sports. Back in the day when I was able to play sports, I played sports sometimes. And I just look at these things and I'm like, come on, people, wake the hell up. We need to get back to that point to where we can be friends again without hating each other just because we disagree on politics.
Mm-hmm.
And back in those days, we knew just because somebody didn't vote like me did not mean that they were an evil monster. They just had different life experiences. They saw the world a little different. And unfortunately, we've got one side that actually celebrates if somebody dies. It's like watching over the weekend all these people celebrating the death of Chuck Norris. And it just upsets me. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Is it bad I can tell Richard sneezes from Casey sneezes?
Yeah.
From Warriavos when he gets the little sniffles.
That's scary.
Hey, y'all haven't heard me sneeze yet, have you? You've heard me sniffle and all that, but you ain't actually heard me sneeze.
I haven't heard the big hachoo. I've only heard the little sneeze.
Well, that's because every time I do go to sneeze, I mute myself first.
Well, I'm in the middle of talking whenever I'm sneezing for some stupid reason.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm looking at this world and I see the good, I see the bad, and I take it all in. And fortunately, I see more good than I see bad. But that's because I've seen the worst that humanity can do to itself. Up close and personal, and yeah. But I've also seen humanity at its best, you know. But I'm just hoping, you know, we can do much better in the world, you know. And but yeah, the AI stuff is I am not as afraid of AI as most people. Though I am a little concerned about some of the stuff that I've seen people use AI for. That's what I'm more concerned about is AI being used for all the wrong reasons.
Okay.
And that's my issue with it, is it being used for all the wrong reasons. But then again, it's just like any other tool. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But anywho, let's go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Unless y'all got some more stuff to talk about. If you do, let's go. Put it on the table and let's hear it.
Anytime I hear the words "let's go," I immediately think of starting a fight. You want to go? You want to go? Bring it on.
You want to rumble?
Bring it on. I'm ready.
Rumble with the bumble.
Oh man,
Now,
what's that story here?
Unless it's Casey trying to pick the fight. In which case, I know I'm boned, literally.
Hey, now wait a minute. No, I resemble that remark because you notice I threw that one in. Hey, now what do you want? You expect to have a boneless Reaper? No, I don't think so.
Oh no, the Reaper needs his bones.
Oh shoot! I just remembered something. All right.
What?
Before we had the show today, I was talking about my new pork bellies recipe.
Come in.
And since Zachary's in the audience, if you want to try a new recipe that I got for you, get some pork bellies that have been cut like bacon, and put them in the oven and cook them up with seasonings on them. But you got to watch it, make sure it doesn't get overcooked. It turns out awesome. And, oh God, does it taste good? Because if you cut the bacon, the pork bellies like bacon, and you cook it like bacon, it turns out good. It's like the best type of bacon you can ever get. It's awesome.
No, I'm sorry about that. Sorry to bother you.
No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Now, the reason why I asked for pork bellies is because I wanted to braise some pork bellies, because I got a really good recipe in. That was how to eat like a dwarf. And the pork bellies was one of the things, with roasted potatoes, roasted cabbage, and there was something else, but I can't remember. Turnips, I think. But I wasn't able to get all the other stuff. But I wanted the pork bellies to be able to try the braised pork bellies, because it looked really good.
I can't wait to see what these marinated pork bellies with the burn ends or whatever they call it.
Oh yeah!
When I saw those, they look good in the package, so I guess I'll find out this weekend.
Are you going to do it on a grill, or are you going to try it in your oven?
I'm thinking oven.
All right.
And I'm got my fingers crossed. They're not quite as fatty as they look.
Oh, the fattiness goes away during the cooking. Just make sure you've got them elevated enough to where the grease that comes from the fat has a place to go, so it doesn't all soak into the food.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll cook them on a rack.
Yes. And make sure there's enough space between the rack and the bottom. And once you get all the grease and everything, put it in a glass container, and you can use that for seasonings for like green beans or beans or any other type of peas. It turns out really good, especially depending on what type of seasonings that you've used for your pork bellies.
Well, hang on, Grady's going to get the package.
Okay. And sorry about the cooking lesson, guys, because pork belly.
There'll be a cooking with Richard and Alice. We'll get to that segment portion of our shows eventually.
Oh yeah, especially if we can ever be in the same room at the same time with a camera and actually show you guys how we cook it. That would be awesome to do a full cooking show like that. That's another thing I would be doing with lotto winnings.
I gotta tell you, Richard, what I'd really love after seeing those initially, I would really love to try some hickory smoked pork rinds.
Oh God!
Oh, Casey, wait! I think I can ship those pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, those are. I know they've got them on Amazon.
Let me see if Hickory Nut Gap makes them.
Honestly, I've never been a pork rinds kind of guy. Though I've made this clear in the past. Pork tenderloins, specifically the Indiana style deep fried pork tenderloins.
Oh yeah.
One favorite. If you want to win me over, that's how you do it. The bigger, the better.
Yeah, maybe with some nice breadcrumbs on them too.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about, more Rainbow. You do.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, I'm googling this shit. Hang on, because I like a pork tenderloin. Hang on, I'm a very bad Jew. I'm sorry.
Oh yes, they do have the barbecue flavored pork rinds over here on Amazon for not that bad of a price. The big tube is like $25.
Well, don't worry about it for me, guys, because to be honest with you, You know, I hate to put stuff in the fridge and not eat it.
Oh,
And
this
it-
is this is
Richard?
actually yeah.
Richard, pull up the. I just put a thing down below.
All right, there we go.
These,
Is it like
Alice?
a schnitzel? It looks like a schnitzel.
it's
Which one?
I've down here. They don't down here in Florida. Nobody knows what those are. So I've taken to describing them as they're basically a giant chicken fried steak or country fried chicken.
I love
But
that
it's
you know
pork
that,
and it's a
Maury. You know
sandwich.
that. That's awesome.
Ooh.
But,
Yeah,
yeah,
that looks really good, man. That one right there.
This-
the fourth one. Oh, that looks good.
oh
this-
yeah,
this is how they make them in Indiana. This is a real tenderloin.
yes, that's the real deal right there, son.
That
Mm.
looks good. That looks really good.
Yeah, and you ain't never lived until you've had a sandwich made out of one of those boys.
Yep. Now this.
Have you ever had really good?
Oh my God! Somebody's selling them on eBay.
What?
I-
I-
It's 46 ounce breaded pork tenderloins for $275.
First of all, I don't
Yeah,
think I
this
would
one right
try.
here. Now, I wouldn't trust that either.
Yeah, because you don't know where you're getting it from or how long they've been around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This one right here. This is about the size. The 6 ounce ones. These are about the size of the ones they have at Culver's.
yeah. Have you ever done Carolina barbecue, Casey?
I love them.
Because if you've got if you can find yourself a decent place that does pulled pork barbecue, oh man,
I think,
Lexington barbecue out of Lexington, North Carolina.
dude, I will tell you the honest truth. And I was kind of disappointed by this. I came down here as a college student, and everybody was telling me you got to try the pool. You know, you got to try the real Southern barbecue. And so I went out and I looked for pulled pork places. And although they were good, I mean, it was like really small and really expensive. So I'm still looking for the good stuff.
oh my God, man. All right, I've already said this before we got started that we've all been talking about trying to find a way of getting you closer to here so we can make sure you're okay. This is another reason to do it so we can get him some real good food.
I
Cause
love it.
I mean, guys, I would love to be close to y'all.
Cause if we can get
get the Southern accent on.
Yeah, I
All right,
try. I try really hard.
all right, Zach's here.
Yo.
For the last little bit as we're talking food. One of the things that
No, I'm just here because I'm bored as hell.
Texas barbecue is a beef barbecue, and they've got some of the best beef barbecue in the world is coming out of Texas. If you guys can get your hands on the beef barbecue ribs, oh my God, they're
I
awesome.
don't know. I've had beef and I've had pork, and I still kind of prefer pork.
Well, the beef barbecue ribs has a little bit more of a. It's hard for me to explain the difference, but you've got pulled pork and you've also got pulled beef. Now, the pulled beef sandwiches taste very different than pulled pork. Each one has its own different flavor and its own different texture. Now, Kansas City makes the best fusion barbecue you've ever had because they do both pork barbecue and beef barbecue, and that's out of Kansas City. Now, if you could get your hands on the Kansas City pork and beef seasonings, I recommend it because they got some really good seasonings. I can't remember the name of the company that makes them though, but I was able to get my hands on a box of pork, chicken, and beef seasonings that came out of Kansas City. Oh my God, I cried because I couldn't find that box set afterwards.
Oh man.
If you
Oh,
could, I'd put in a good word with the fish.
yeesh.
Now, chicken barbecue. Have you ever had chicken barbecue sandwiches?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if
Who
you
hasn't?
if you can get your hands on, I'm trying to remember the name of it, where they it's not really pulled chicken because it's diced chicken, but they call
What?
it pulled. You chop up the chicken into fine little bite-sized pieces and mix it with your barbecue sauces, and you put it in a let's see what's the thing bread pockets, and oh man, that stuff's pretty good. Had that when I was in shoot, I can't remember what it was on the Mediterranean. I just can't remember which country it was in.
Fair.
Was it Greece? Crap.
Greasy, maybe. No, bad joke. Okay,
Kind of.
I'll show.
Wait, no,
I'll
not that bad. Not that bad. Somebody muted me. Sorry.
Now,
if
you guys can get it, there's also a really good. When I was in France, there was this thing they called the American steak, and it was basically a hamburger in pita bread. That was so good. They'd take this hamburger, stick it in pita bread with French fries, squirt some mayonnaise on it, and then stuff it in a waffle iron and crush it, and press it down in the waffle iron.
With the French fries too.
Yes, the French fries inside the burger. Yes, it's inside the
Okay.
pita bread. And oh my God, I ate so many of those things it wasn't even funny. And it was street food that they would set it up. They'd have these stands every about 30, 20 feet there in Marseille, right off Fleet Landing, where all the bars were at. And so I would grab one of these American steaks, eat that sucker in between each bar. And we were going from bar to bar to bar to bar to bar. And get halfway there, I'd have to carry guys back to Fleet Landing and drop them off.
Hey, Richard, YouTube is eating chats. I just
Hey.
want to say, Brain Chatter, the chat that got 8 was, hey guys and gals, if you could be so kind as to watch my new video I just did. Another Pimp My Ride car just got listed for sale, and I could use some extra engagement by YouTube. He said he'd put a good word in with the fish. If
All
we
right.
Wait. Is that free advertising you're giving? Don't be doing that unless you be getting paid.
I get paid with
No.
love, camaraderie, and
That
people
don't fucking matter. If it ain't a dime, they ain't worth your time.
Hey,
I'm telling you, the love of the heart is.
hey, send me the link. Send me the link and I'll post it.
Yeah. Don't listen.
Okay.
Because that's the whole thing. If I don't have a link, I can't post it and get people to go.
I'll be sending them a PayPal invoice.
Because hey, I can't use PayPal because your mom still has my PayPal account.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she's got my PayPal account. And
I don't think she even uses PayPal.
Yeah, no, she did. Completely wiped my accounts out back in the day. Sheesh.
I wish you could just get another one for gosh sakes.
Yeah. But it was all tied to my main AOL account. So yeah, it sucks. But hey, oh well. But yeah, guys. I think we got Carlos Fishes in the house. Okay, there you go.
Oh, there's a quiche.
Hey,
Hello,
Fishy.
thank you, Alice.
The
Welcome.
fish is finally here.
Hey, Carlos. Ask your fleshy about the chickens, man. Ask him about
The chickens are good.
because
All of the chickens are good.
one of the things we've been talking about tonight has been the fact that if I ever win the lotto, there's this house I want to buy. We're gonna need to get your fleshy to bring the chickens, get a decent
There
set
you
of
go, Kyle.
greenhouses,
Let's throw it in the.
and set up a hydroponics system, and aquaponics system in, and just be good. That way we can all have everything,
Well, I don't think the little fleshy will let these chickens go. He likes them all. They all have names, personalities, pains in the butts.
Oh no,
No,
But if I ever win the lottery, I'm just gonna be buying cars and motorcycles and other dumb shit.
Me, I'm buying a big piece of property, putting a big house on it that's big enough to hold at least 12 other people. And
If you're planning to buy property, even if you win the lottery, you're still gonna need to win like 10,000 more to even be able to afford the smallest bit.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, if I won the big bucks, the Powerball of multi-billions of dollars. Nice
Richard will be singing the Gwen Stefani song "If I Was a Rich Girl," and he's going to be like, "Da da 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 da."
All day long, if I was a wealthy girl.
If you are to become a millionaire, you'll have to make the world's greatest sacrifice.
Okay, hold on a second.
You'll have to be one of Epstein's clients.
Richard, I put in the studio chat the link.
All right.
Yep. It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Okay,
we got
awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yep, gotcha.
We gonna pimp this shit out.
All right.
If my fleshy were to win a couple million, he'd buy all the Pimp My Ride cars and fix them back up.
Hey, that'd be fun, man.
He's got two.
Because I know people that love that show. I mean, they really did.
Yeah. Well, he's got two of them so far. So,
All right.
If you could get one car and like mod it the fuck out, what car would it be?
An El Camino, and they did one on Pimp My Ride, and this mama,
All right. In the private chat, I just posted the house I would buy if I ever win the lottery.
Just so you know, we are still alive.
Oh yeah, I know.
Motherfucker, that's not a house. That's a fucking fortress.
Yes, I know.
that's awesome.
And 12 people in suites, 12 suites that can hold more than 12 people in that house. That's why I want it. It's also
You keep calling it the wrong thing, Father. That thing is not a house. That's a bloody castle.
I know.
And if your bloody butt would like a nice suite in it, you might want to just chill.
I don't like.
Wait, he's got a bloody butt.
Can we convert the top to the
That sounds-
rotating?
Do you have a bloody butt?
Passers.
That sounds like you've got a pain in the ass.
But like I said, it's got a big theater in it. It's got a big, huge. It's even got a swimming pool in the basement. I mean, oh man, it's got a garage setup that my dad would have like adored. I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, man, this is the house for me, man.
To be honest, if I was to win the lottery and like spend it on like land, I'd probably get one of those like cheap abandoned houses in Japan and just renovate the fuck out of it.
Problem is, you'd have to move to Japan, and Japan's very, very.
That's not a problem.
It can be a problem because they don't like having foreigners come live in their country.
No, that's a myth. I know many I know quite a few people that have been to Japan and a few other actually Japanese people, and they're like, they're just like, we're fine with foreigners, just don't disrespect our culture.
Yeah, that's the difference, though. You got to respect their culture. You got to
assimilate.
Yeah, but that's the thing with every country. So it's not really a problem. It's just doing the bare minimum.
You know, the problem is for somebody like me that is no longer able to learn new languages. That's the problem. TBI is
No, a few of them aren't really too upset about like language differences. It's more about like respect and disrespect and all that stuff.
no.
There are technology nowadays that are like actual translators that you can use and that they don't really get mad at you for using.
So one thing that you should talk about, Richard, for a future episode, is YouTube censorship.
Oh God, yeah. I miss the day back in the days when YouTube, you were able to have free speech. I mean, you could talk about anything. And
Brain Shudder gets his comments just deleted, just poof, and they show up on his side, but nobody gets to see them. Anytime he says anything in regards to, hey, this is self-promotion, look at this. Anything in regards to that.
Well, Andrew hidden from Top Chat. To see one of your messages, I actually had to go through live chat.
All right, you said Brain Shatterer?
Yes.
I'm looking right now at Top Chat. I'm not seeing him popping up. That's weird.
That's why you got to go up to the top and go to live chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a shadow ban in a way. That's why Alice had that happen on her last account, and I had to make a whole new YouTube account for her to be seen again.
I've literally been fighting with that for the last like 3 to 4 years. And a guy from Car and Driver saw one of my comments finally, and he reached out to do an interview with me.
All right, let's
about
see if this
ride cards.
All right, I have just made Brain Shatterer a moderator, so let's see if that fixed a regular moderator. See if that helps.
Probably won't.
Now I'm hoping because that upsets
You probably shouldn't be giving random people moderator perms.
He's not a random fish. He's the fish. And the fish.
Oh, you're talking about
me.
that guy. Oh, my bad. I thought you was talking about someone else.
No, it's me. It's my big channel.
My apologies.
You got a big
You should
baller
apologize.
here.
All right, it's time to let's go ahead and start wrapping up. So everybody, tell people where they can find your stuff.
Hey, popped up
with Casey.
Hey.
Hello again, Richard. Before we wrap this up, may I say once again that it's been a pleasure to be here on the panel today. Since I now have to return to the cemetery, I will, in parting, just invite you all to come join me if you would like to see some of the best in short form science fiction and scary stories over at my channel, Casey's Creepy Creations. Don't worry, everybody's welcome. There's plenty of room in the tomb. If you don't feel like staying, and I understand why you wouldn't, please at least drop by. Give me a comment, give me a subscription, all that good stuff. Share, a like, whatever you can do would be very, very helpful. I thank you again for the opportunity.
All right. Next up, Wavo. Tell everybody where they can find you and your stuff.
If you like video game reviews or just generic discussions of video games, you can find me at TotalWarrior01 is my official YouTube URL. You can find the link in the chat, or just type my name, in the search bar. I'm going to be taking a forced break as I upgrade some equipment, get some new equipment, get everything all set up. I may end up having to move my station around to make it bigger. Who knows? But y'all know where to find me. Hit the like.
He has to take a break because he's been a naughty boy.
Yeah.
And next up, Carlos Fish. Tell everybody where they can find you and your stuff.
You can find me on Carlos Fish, and you can find my fleshy on Brain Shatterer if you like Pimp My Ride stuff. I'm going to be trying to ramp it up soon. So that way, we've got 2 of the cars here in the garage. His wife was one of the contestants, and we still have her car. And then we got the car that was done before hers to restore.
Oh.
And it's a bit of a mess.
Is that the one that the dudes just ripped everything out that you showed us the other day behind the scenes?
I don't know which one I showed you before.
Oh, it was pretty cool.
I mean, her car is a 1973 Volkswagen Thing. It's green with the snake scales.
Oh yeah,
then the other one,
the Kubelwagen. That was a nice vehicle.
No, it's a Thing. The Kubelwagen's like 30 years older.
The Kubelwagen.
No, not the Kubelwagen. Those are 1940s. This is 1973. and then the other car is the Chevy Malibu. It's a 77 Malibu. And yeah, a lot of its cool stuff is missing.
Yeah, I want to see that Malibu restore.
Yeah, that looked really sweet. Whoever tore that thing apart, man, that was like, damn, they did a number on that car.
I think, I mean, the seats, they just took out all the additions. They took out all the cool stuff that was worth money, and they left just everything else that just sit in the desert for 20 years. So, but California smog really policies.
I can't imagine who would do that to such a nice car.
Yeah. Well, somebody actually found a 1969 Dodge Charger that somebody abandoned it in a quarry in water, and I was like, "No way!" Some assholes. Oh man, and it still looked like a sweet vehicle that just needed to be completely rebuilt. And, I mean, oh man. If my dad would have saw that, he would be crying right now. And he didn't cry in public because that was a nice little car.
You know, when it comes to cars and the way that they're treated, you can't save them all. They're like puppies. You can't save them all, but at least you can eat the puppies.
Hey, wait a minute, Carlos. Now I draw the line. I've got a puppy dog type heart, so don't be talking about eating my brothers and sisters.
And Siggy says, always wanted a thing to paint it up as a Kubelwagen. I agree.
Always
Siggy.
wanted the thing to make the Spaceballs thing.
Hey, the Kubelwagens were pretty sweet, man. I liked the Kubelwagen. They were nice. All right, Casey.
Yeah, the Kubelwagens are kind of weird.
Okay, Crazy and Alice, it's your turn to pop up and tell people what they can find you guys.
Okay, well, first and foremost, we love being here with you, Richard, and our awesome panel on Fireside. You can find us on Crazy Horse's channel, 1985. Also, we have softly launched my channel on Alice of the Whole 84. It's just got a few little music videos from one of my favorite Key West artists on it at the moment. We're just trying to work out the bugs, make sure we don't get any strikes. Lots and lots of projects. Gonna definitely try to do an off the cuff with Alice at 7 on Saturday. We're gonna get story time with Alice up and running. Casey and I have got to do a few creepy things on our side. and lots of great projects and things to work on. So we love everybody, and thanks for being our inspiration, guys.
Well, it is that time of the night as we get ready to head out that I let you guys know we need to go out there and be the positive change we want to see in the world. Because that's the only way we're going to make this world a better place is by actually going out there and doing something. We can sit here and complain all the time, bitch and moan about it, and nothing happens. Or we can get up, brush ourselves off, hobble our butts out there, and try to do something good. And I recommend share the stuff you love with others. Talk about the things you love. Show people why you care so much about pop culture. Share the fact that you've been watching this stuff since you were a little kid. For some of us who were shut-ins and latchkey kids, these shows were our family. For some people who didn't have a dad, Captain Kirk became their dad. Carl Winslow became their dad. Cliff Huxtable became their dad. I just hope they didn't follow Bill Cosby's way of doing things. But
I was thinking of Peter Cullen or Optimus Prime.
Yes, Peter Cullen. Yes, these characters mattered to us as kids because, in many ways, they were our role models.
Hear, hear.
If you have control over the pop culture, you can change the future.
My role models were on ratemypoo.com.
Yeah. Now, in all seriousness, guys, the only way we're going to make the world a better place is by doing something, by trying to make it a better place, by being an example, a positive example of good change. Don't go out there and be an asshole. Don't go out there and just sit in the middle of the road blocking people's way. Don't go in the middle of a grocery store and sit in the middle of the aisle at the meat over by the meats because, oh, I'm a vegetarian and I don't want people eating meat. Don't do that. That's stupid. That's not how you change hearts and minds. That's actually how you make people more set in their ways. By making them late for work, making it hard for them just to do their basic grocery shopping. When you do that virtue signaling, you're doing more damage to your cause than you would have done if you had just stayed at fucking home. Wait a minute, what am I saying? You crazy people, keep doing that. The more you do that, the more the normies see that, the more they decide, I don't have nothing to do with y'all. And they come hang out with us because we're the sane ones. So keep it up, y'all.
Hold on, there needs to be a voice of dissent. So from the communist, I will say, "How dare you!"
I love you guys. Really
How dare you, sir? I cast upon thee the gauntlet of shame.
Yep.
You've stolen my childhood.
Yes, that crazy woman. Oh man.
And
which reminds me, I didn't mention this because this is something that Marcelo and I have been discussing is us doing a deep dive on Cuba and see if we can talk his dad into coming in and talking, though Marcelo's afraid that if his dad shows up and starts talking, might end up getting kicked off of YouTube because having a Cuban who escaped Castro talking about what's been going on in Cuba, I want that so bad. I'm willing to make to take that risk. I'm just afraid Marcelo's not. But yes, guys, let's go out there and share the love, man. Share why we love this stuff. And maybe, just maybe, we will get this world to be a better place, because that's the only way we're going to do anything good, because this world needs a hell of a lot more love in it. So let's do that. Let's go make this world a better place. Go be a positive influence. Go be a shining example that makes people want to do good. Let's do that. And remember, no matter where you are, you're not alone. And you are most definitely loved, even if it is by me. Be good, be blessed, take care, stay safe. And let's all remember, this world might be fucked up, but it doesn't have to be. We can make it better. And let's go do it.
Man, whose phone vibrated?
Oh, no, it's really cool.
Literally, like.
Wait a minute. That wasn't a phone, was it? You sick
Oh,
bastard.
Zachy. Oh, you're so young but so cute.
Y'all be good. Love you guys. See you soon.
Night.